I'm going to plug in my mouse now. What are the chances of the fucker hitting a G5 7 seconds before I clicked on it? When I saw my friend here, F5 tornado, I said, I just left there. And yep, absolutely. And I do not want to waste any time because we're about to go offline. Could happen. I'm really concerned. So what did I want to do here? Okay. Come on, Bruce, put your head down there. That's my stomach, if you're wondering what I'm hearing. So like our friend said, yeah, G5. So right now, Earth's magnetic shield is down and it's flipping. And listen up, guys. I filmed the sun. The sun always, you see, all week I've been filming the sunspot here. For me in Canada, it's a bit higher. So it goes from here to here in the period of 5-6 days, or 4 or 5 days. Now, right now, live, I filmed it 35 to 40 minutes ago. I'm going to play the video. It's here on the bottom of the sun. G5 extreme geomagnetic storm. I'm going to explain also in this video what the KP index means. This is very concerning. As you can see here, you have all the levels here from quiet, active, minor storming, moderate storm. We have been for a while, and they're announcing the forecast for tomorrow, K8, which is a severe storm. Right now, we are in an extreme storm, and it's effing serious, guys. It is extremely serious. Yes, first time in 21 years. We are close to the size of a Carrington event. Wait till you see what's happening. Alex Jones is on the horn right now talking about it. And of course, we can look at things later on, the auroras. So Australia will be seeing some auroras. There's a couple of places now. And severe G4. So the news comes in a little late. So yes, G5 and with a KP9 it's crazy. K2 will show you in the north, Aurora Borealis, very faint with the K2. So you can imagine the K9, what is going to happen. I think we should get into the video very soon too, because I'm afraid that this is really serious stuff. Darla, how are you? Rest in peace, Rex Murphy. Canada's lost a great man. Rex Murphy. Thanks for sharing, Darla. I don't even know Rex Murphy. I'll have to check that out. Mr. Sabinator, how are you, bro? Star Hunter's here. Alex Fortier. I'm really worried about us going offline very soon. Star Hunter's here. Sunshine 333. Hiya. Anyone feeling like totally energized so much? So you're light and airy. Yes, I am. And it's not just the excitement either. Dave Synth. Thank you to Rumble. Everyone, we're going to see the sun live. 7 mamas back to back, and hang on, data's coming in. It could be 8, 9. We're not stopping. Tomorrow's going to be more activity. So this is unprecedented. So imagine while the grid could be down, we could still be being pummeled by it. I'm going to talk about the storms and what's to come, guys. Hold on. If you're supposed to get rain and they don't announce very much rain, you could get excessive amounts more of rain. If they're announcing wind for your area, you're going to get an excessive amount of wind in your area. Tornadoes in the States are going to be violent, murderous, is what they're calling them. And what I'm telling you right now is not speculation. This is based on facts. As a matter of fact, they say that, astrophysicists, all the professionals, it's, they did not predict this strong of a solar cycle. That is for sure. Well, and thank you so much, Sugar Bee, for having been here 18 months already now. Hello, all you freedom-loving patriots. Indeed. Christopher Rollins is in the house. Thanks again, Sugar Bee, for being here. Maybe some Northern Lights tonight. Fingers crossed, Christopher. Fingers crossed, my man. I hope so, and that we don't get any rain or anything. So happy Friday, Bruce and BSA family. Thank you very much, Susan Ravella. Oh, again, forgot my hold on here. Naked, so I can't show my lower half. No, I'm kidding. Right. A little bit of juice for our alien. That'll be the only light I have here. And that reminds me, I should have gone to the corner store. That pissed me off before starting this. I feel like it's going to go down. Right on, Count Derpula. I'm excited. Can you hear it in my voice? And for those of you that are wondering what the hype is, it's serious. It is extremely serious. Now, hey, we could see more than a G5. It can go up even more. The guy's not too happy. I'm going to the pub. Exactly. But you see, I like the mentality. Hats off to you all. People that are saying, let it blow, let it blow. What do you want us to do? Our shit won't work after that. Maybe, but be careful because Earth's atmosphere right now is being ionized. And guess what, guys? What do I always tell you when I'm filming a CME? What do I see all the time? Plasma, right? People get mad. Again, just now I went out and filmed the sun, and I am seeing objects of all angles flying around from what looks like being between Earth and the sun. Because don't forget, when things come from the sun, it doesn't come directly to us. It goes in orbits, right? Maybe not the plasma, but the solidified plasma, yes, because you see it going in all different angles. That's scary as hell, because you can imagine an explosion of plasma doesn't go in one direction. It'll go all over space. Unprecedented what's happening right now. Got to dance off this extra energy. I'm telling you, Bruce, the sunspot looks awfully similar to the Carrington Event sunspot. Absolutely. Yeah, I even posted that in the community. It's I talked about it in the video. It is identical, and also identical to a couple of days ago. Do you remember Leah mentioned it? It's in the description of the video that I posted 5 days ago. The first 36631. The sunspot looked like a Chinese dragon, and it's in the description of my video. But the Carrington event looks like a Chinese dragon, literally. And that's what the sun looks like right now. But I've never seen in my life the sun flip like that. So when they talk about interplanetary south magnetic pole is downwards, yeah, there's a flip. We're flipping right now. Earth too. Earth flips every 680,000 years, but the sun doesn't. It's every 11 years, right? So how is this going to affect Earth? It's going to affect it a lot. The shield around Earth being down is the scariest part, because the radiation, the calculations over the years that we told people the dangers was based on a solid shield, guys. But now the shield is down. So that is very scary. Auntie Honey, how are you doing? And we won't waste any time getting into the video either. Mr. B is here. And the reason for the elites to shut. Yes, Pat. Yes, Pat. Exactly. Down and blame the CME, and Trudeau will give us a new CME tax. You said it, man. That should be in a frame, actually, or on someone's shirt. But it's true, because now that everyone's expecting there could be an EMP attack, electromagnetic impulse attack, pulse attack. I want to also talk about that. It can be done by a foreign or adversarial country by launching a bomb in space. We would not see a nuclear bomb or atomic bomb launched in space. What would happen is that would fall back down to radiation and attack the grid, and the grid would be screwed, because if the grid goes down with an EMP attack, we can't use the pieces after. We can't, and the only people making the transformer pieces, you guessed it, China. Don't even think of it. It would take 18 to 25 years to rebuild everything by ordering stuff. And on top of them blocking the elites of transportation and shit. So, of course, it's danger for terror attacks. It's dangerous for so many things. And please go check out the first stream. I talk about the GPS going down, planes falling out of the sky, satellites falling out of the sky. What could really happen? Overwhelming? Yeah, it is. But it's important for people to wake up and to find out exactly what's going on, to prevent and predict, sort of. Rachel Ann, hello from Rachel Ann in Los Angeles, California. Thank you very much. Hang tight, California. You guys just got 80 centimeters. I don't know if it's northern, obviously. A certain section of California got 80 centimeters in a couple of hours. I don't know if you know that. That's a lot of water. Well, precipitation, which now by this point is probably flooding. We're going to see some serious shit. It's going to be crazy. Mr. Pat, I want to thank you for being here 25 months, brother. And of course, with all the extras that you paid, it's like you've been here for several years. Yes. And at one point, it'll look funny when the members, it says when the members are here, I did the Biden scratch. When the members, it says that you've been here for 15 years and I've only been here for 8. That shows all the generous contributions and help. Awesome. I appreciate that, brother, man. Thank you so much for being here, man. Who else is here? We have Stephen A. Stephen, are you enjoying the craziness? Rachel Ann, yes, absolutely. Really crazy, extreme times. And I keep heading over to space.com, G5. That is really crazy. At one you hear the train? There's a train derailment in Scarborough, Canada. I don't know if you all heard about it. They don't know what happened. They didn't talk about it very, very much. So, yeah, extreme times that we are living in. Thank you, Jules, in the house. Norma C's in the house. Hi, Bruce and all. I'm on Rumble, but the chat isn't working. Going back to lurking now. Thank you, Norma. I'm not surprised. It could be the radiation from the sun. What do you mean could be? We're in a G5. The guy's like, do you think we're going to have problems? North America, parts of North America, cell phones went down and so did the towers in February 2023 because of space weather. Okay. You can imagine what's going to happen now with a G5. And we're not done going up. So if a lot of you are like me, Count Derpula, Stephen A, a lot of people are going to be awake tonight all night watching, seeing what's going to go on to see exactly how high it will go up. And honestly, it could be that I spontaneously pop on tomorrow morning. I even wanted to stream to the French channel today. Hang tight, everyone. We're going to watch the video live, son, right now. And literally look at the video before. It was, Jesus, Murphy. It was flipped over. Well, I mean, not flipped over. The sunspot's in the center going to the right because the sun turns, right? But now it's going downwards. Stephen A., don't you find it very odd, our little miscalculation when we're talking? You said something and I said, no, I don't think it goes backwards. And he said, no, Bruce, I don't mean backwards. I mean clockwise, not counterclockwise. Do you know that I think we fucked up the sun? The sun's actually going downwards now. But again, also, I get some really cool stuff on the sun. Asteroids, meteors, and videos over the years. Incredible. But I'm no genius, so it could be totally normal. The sun is like that right now. But the normal part is that it's flipping. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to start the video soon because I guess. Good evening, sir. Oh, yes. Penny, a pinch. Just seeing Aurora Borealis here in the UK. Oh my gosh. Thank you for letting us know that. Let's get into the video, guys. Before we, yeah, that's what I say, Rachel. Let it blow. Thank you, Darla. You can join me on Patreons before the sun blows up the earth for a few dollars. Goodness, Rachel, you're going to love it. Hey, Rachel, go back to the video, the live stream before this one. I talk about the Carrington event. It happened real quickly, Rachel. In 1859, there was a massive flash from the sun. It exploded, sent the radiation in a period of 2 days to Earth, and the whole sky was lit up. Even in the tropics, there were auroras in the sky, the aurora borealis in the north, and auroras around the entire Earth for a couple of days. Everything was lit up. So the atmosphere of Earth is ionized. So there's a danger for devices that are turned off that can be active, that can start being active because, the whole Earth is like a battery right now. It's plugged in. We're grounded to the universe, and the universe is sending this plasma, and it's plasma that's causing the ionization of our atmosphere. So the Carrington event in 1859 took out the telegraph lines, the grid back then. And if it's to happen today, which we're there now, we're very close for it to happen. So let's get into that video. Carrington Event, you have to look that up. And I'm going to close the windows while I'm sharing the screen here. 6-7 minute video maximum, guys, but we're going to see the sun live. And there's lots to talk about. We're going to be checking to be sure that it's not going up and what's going to happen. I'll go over the questions and everything because this is a serious time right now. It's a very dangerous time. Now I'm hang tight here. Is it this one? Yes, dumbass. I am dumbass. I am. Twitter, Rumble. Thank you for being here, guys and gals. Watch this. Enjoy. A recap when we're at G4. Let's get into it. So we went up to a G4. We went down to a G3. I'll explain the KP. We'll see that live together. We'll go to the weather channel. It's very interesting. Did you know that on this date, there was a part of North America that plunged into darkness? Cell phones went down. This is the sun just yesterday. And now, this is the sun now that's actually flipped downwards. Live, check this, from an hour ago. I saw something fly by, so I'm going to up the exposure and slow it down. Let's see that again. See what it was. And I'm going to say it's not much. It's plasma or debris flying by. And when we get to the end of the video, I'm going to adjust the exposure and you're going to see how much shit is flying around. So this is the sun 55 minutes ago. Not traveling fast enough to be anything very impressive. I am looking through clouds. That's the movement you see on the bottom. It's clouds here on Earth, not around the sun. It'll get clear. It's blurry also on the surface of the sun because it's storming right now, G4, as I'm filming this. Look how flipped that around it is, guys. See things flying by? Hold on. Watch the things flying by around, okay? Just keep your eyes sort of center-ish, and you'll see from all angles. See them? Up, down, left, right. Big too, guys. That shit flying around. It's debris. It used to be right here, like hours ago, where I filmed it, like the last video, and now it's down there. Pretty trippy. Original angle seen from Montreal, Canada. It's not. I didn't flip the image around. Facing Earth, guys. G5 facing Earth. Looks like the dragon there. There's a dragon. And for those that don't know, it's just like the Carrington shape. And never in my life have I ever showed a sunspot that big, and I've been filming it for several years. It's the biggest I've ever seen. It's been there several days too, guys. So now I'm zoomed up. Watch how close I am. Not with the editor, with the camera. We'll go down to see the size of it. Give you an idea that compared to the size of the sun, this is large. 200,000 kilometers long. Okay, wow. Let's zoom up now. This is another footage I took. Zoomed up. You're looking at the sun May 10th, an hour ago. You see that blur? That's a blur on this is yesterday, May 9th, with the next two. Now X3 this morning, the largest. And right now, as we speak, a G4 is happening. G5 now, G5. An hour before the stream, 45 minutes before the stream. And that's the sun now. You see the objects going by? That only happens when there's a CME, and those of you that have been following me, I repeat it every time, and it's the only time I can see the objects. It lasts about 15 hours after a CME occurs. As we speak, a G4 is happening. This is just filmed an hour before the stream, 45 minutes before the stream, and that's a those are now. Big so objects. Big objects. Big objects. Less than 24 hours. Big objects were going by. So that's yesterday. So we are back at G4, and you see here the KP. We are G5, don't forget. What exactly is the KP8 index? Quite simply, you can come and see it for yourself here. So look carefully. From 0 to 3, it's quiet. From 4, active. 5, minor storm G1. A 6, moderate storm G2. 7, strong storm G3. 8, right now, severe storm G4. Leading up to, hopefully not, 9, extreme storm G5. So Friday, hey, the 10th of May, it's not stopping. But now Friday 10th, what's this, hey? So I made the video G4 just a couple of minutes ago, and it was a G4. So now we're approaching, like I say, that's what we are seeing. The north-south orientation of the interplanetary magnetic field continues to be southward dipping. So that's why you see downwards. What you're looking at, most likely when I filmed this, the south part of the sun. The sunspots are facing us. For those that know me and watch my videos, every time I film one CME, you see a lot of plasma flying around in space, and that's not birds you're seeing flying by right now. There's the dragon. Fentanyl. Yep, fentanyl the dragon. Like literally. It's crazy. Almost as big as the Carrington event. Interesting. And G5 still? Wow. What is going to happen? K9. So how does that work? The meter stops at K9. Current speed, yeah. The speeds are high. We're going to see some really crazy winds here on Earth. And obviously, you know, could be some volcanoes and some things occurring. They still did not bring in the G5 update yet. I'm waiting for more news on the G5. If we see that before the end of the stream, I will share it. Pretty serious situation. Alex Jones is also talking about it right now. He's actually on X Spaces talking about it with the guy from spaceweather.com, who gives an extremely good forecast and understanding of the sun. If ever you guys and gals want to understand it, I suggest you go over to InfoWars and look at the featured part on top. Featured, and go to the second or third post. He's really giving a good explanation. There's 2 or 3 videos there of a couple of minutes, and you can sort through them. He's live right now always, but the videos you can skim through them, sort through them. 85 in blue skies in Southern Oregon. Isn't it odd, Star Hunter, that it doesn't seem like, yeah, man, it's max. That's scaring the shit out of me. Excuse the expression. Once the charges particles get drawn in, weather is going to go berserk, and earthquakes can be severe. They will. And this is really close to the eclipse that just happened, right? Possibly, possibly having to do with some of that also. But yeah, Star Hunter, it's really nice now, the weather. And do you know how far the radiation is away from us? 5 hours. And they're all going to arrive like, the best way I can explain it, like an avalanche, where the snow goes up real quick, real quick. You're on your skidoo and it's up to there, and you got your hands up, then it's all the way up. It's going to be really severe, really, really, really severe. 80 centimeters in California. Brazil, seen from space just a couple of days ago, a very horrible mud pit is what it looks like seen from space. And I'm not kidding. Like, from space there, you see Earth and the whole image of Brazil and surrounding area. You see this big drip of mud everywhere. Guys, what do you think is going to happen on Venus? What do you think is going to happen to the other planets, to Mars, um, with the radiation from the sun? It's going to be pretty freaking crazy. Hopefully there isn't anybody on the moon. But again, remember I talked about it in the last stream. I said people are being shielded on the moon, if they are there, by the smoke that's there. They would need, I have a hypothesis about that. They would need the smoke and clouds and whatnot. Like Stephen A was saying, he says, watch how create, or maybe Count Derpula, or maybe everyone said it, Pat, Darla, everyone, we all know chemtrails exist, but somebody told me they're going to spray a lot. Well, they're going to have to, if we want to shield against, the radiation. But cloud nuclei, it's not a term I used, but I just heard it on InfoWars, as not Alex was saying it, but again, the astrophysicist on spaceweather.com. You guys know that I tell you all the time, when CMEs occur, the clouds are excessive. The Honga Tonga volcanic eruption, which was not a volcanic eruption, it was a hit. I saw the bomb fall. It caused a lot of precipitation to go up into the stratosphere, and that precipitation goes all around Earth. It doesn't allow the light to reflect back up to the sun. At the end of a ray of the sun is supposed to beam right back up to the sun, and it does not. Light scattering, it occurs under the lowest layer of clouds that are 1 mile up. It causes a greenhouse effect. And not just that, you know how last summer was the worst I had ever seen it, when it's 40 degrees outside, boiling, then all of a sudden it turns to really cold weather, especially you guys and gals in the States. It turns to cold weather, then all of a sudden it rains. So all that heat is stored in the clouds, and then it causes precipitation, then it rains and pours back down on us, and the same thing, so on and so forth, happens. But now, like Count Dobula said, this is going to bring a lot of weather phenomena that nobody's used to experiencing. There's new geomagnetic characteristics that just came out, meaning that they're going to have to put this event right now, hopefully not an event and only a sunspot event, well, like the Carrington event, it's in its own league, and they're going to probably have to design some more features that come out with geomagnetic storms, because they're seeing some extremely wacko phenomena, is the only thing I can say. The storms are going to be excessive. Watch the tornadoes tonight, because don't forget, the radiation is going to arrive in 5 hours, maybe even 4.5 hours. Yeah, some has arrived from the first CME, but that's not touching Earth, because we were able, luckily, to deflect some of that plasma, apparently. But the other ones we're not going to. We're going to take a direct hit, right? Moon waxing crescent. I mean, nothing that's protecting us really from that. And again, the more radiation is going to come, the the sicker the atmosphere is going to get. And it's what are the proper words? Is the chemistry of Earth's atmosphere is totally going to be affected. Now, are they downsizing the numbers? Are they not telling us exactly what size the numbers really are? I have no idea. Go back to see all my sunspot videos, and you'll never see a sunspot as big as what I filmed this week. No jokes. There's been some big ones, though. There's been some big ones. Remember, they talked about one that it went 125,000 kilometers down to the center. I don't know if you know how far those holes are. They go down to the center of the sun, right? They say that there's nothing solid on the sun, right? It's gas and whatnot. But I'll be honest with you, there's the denser layer they talk about, the photosphere. But in reality, when they say denser layer, sometimes I wonder. Somebody told me just this afternoon that Bruce, I know I sound crazy, but it looks like there's bases on the sun. It actually looks like there's buildings there. Yeah, the magnetic field lines, they cross each other. So all those groups of sunspots, you see one spot at the end, a big spot in the group, and another big spot at the end of the group. They cross over the field lines, big U shape, an arc forms over that. And then you get solar storms, you get coronal mass ejections. Hey, we saw some coronal mass ejections from some really small sunspots. Okay. But the one that I just showed you is several times the size of Earth, probably about 6 times the size of Earth. Pretty big. And honestly, very concerning. That is a fact. Yeah, it was super cool. Sugar Bee put a video out last night with a header right on where we go one, we go all. And they took it down on just that. Wow. There's something about the QA. You got to be careful. Some people have to be careful even talking about it because there's all this big conspiracy behind who the Q is and what's going on and QAnon and Pokemon and a whole bunch of bullshit going on. Tell you how kind and gentleman of you, Mister His Highness. Exactly, Elias. Turn off the electrical grid. Could possibly happen, guys. I'm serious, eh? Watch the rains and floods tomorrow. It's going to be insane. And as a matter of fact, I wonder what they're talking about on real quick. The news for me. See if anything changed. You don't hear CNN talking about the sun or MSNBC. Well, I haven't gone to see those idiots, but no one's on the horn for that, are they? Isn't that weird? 14 degrees here right now. 13 degrees. Announcing rain for tonight, rain for tomorrow. No, clouds and lots of clouds and sun and clouds tomorrow. 17 degrees Saturday. Clouds and rain Saturday. Clouds and rain Saturday night. Saturday morning, night. Clouds. Sunday, clouds, rain, rain, rain. Yep. And the news tells us that the sun is hyperactive. That's all it says. The sun's hyperactive, guys. Hang tight. Have a nice Saturday. Have a nice Saturday tomorrow while you run for water because the water's not coming out of your taps because you live in Bruce's town and Bruce's water that he drinks goes through a friggin' filtration system that pumps. And when the pumps go out, when there's no electricity, the pumps stop pumping. Isn't that stupid? Absolutely, Jules. Adversarial countries. I've tried it before. The Americans tested in space, if I'm not mistaken, and probably the Russians, and testing EMP attacks. EMP attacks are pretty serious, by the way. Don't worry, I won't keep you too long there, mods. We had a good video. I'm surprised that both streams were able to stay up, so I'm happy for that. Very nuts. Extreme electromagnetic incidents caused by an intentional electromagnetic pulse, an EMP, attack on which is an electromagnetic pulse attack. or a naturally occurring geomagnetic disturbance. See, this is why the astrophysicist was on the Weather Channel was talking about a possible kill shot, and the kill shot would be that the sun causes an electromagnetic pulse attack. There's predictions in the forecast. The guy has been for years, been working on this, and has been up for 48 hours, and it just hasn't stopped. The sun has not stopped, and no one's ever seen the sun do this that's alive right now, guys. So very concerning for sure. And I mean it. Be aware if you guys hear an alert for strong winds, prepare ahead. Call ahead the family tonight or tomorrow and just say, just a little heads up. There's a lot of weird weather going on, and a meeting point. Of course, Infowars is talking about that. Everybody is. I always say Infowars, because I want people to go there. I want people to see the channel. I'd love to talk to Alex Jones about the moon and stuff like that, but he's not into aliens, by the way. Don't blame the guy's got no time for aliens, but still, he's not really into it. I don't think the impact, unless he'd see the video, he probably would be. So, yeah, caused by severe space weather could damage significant portions of the nation's critical infrastructure, including our electrical grid. Communications equipment also could be affected. Water, wastewater systems. I just talked about the water systems. Transportation modes, airplanes. There's a whole bunch of different transportation modes. The impacts are likely to cascade, initially compromising, one or more critical infrastructure sectors. So it doesn't mean the whole grid's going to go down, but a certain part of that grid could go down. And that's going to cause a domino effect, obviously, and so on and so forth, spilling over into additional sectors, like I just said, and expanding beyond the initial geographic regions, adversely impacting millions of households and businesses, including businesses online. For these reasons, the potential severity of both the direct and indirect impacts of an EMP or GMD incident compels our national attention. EMP GMD overview. EMPs are associated with intentional attacks using high altitude nuclear detonations. Like I just told you, um, launching a nuclear bomb in space. We're not going to hear it. We're not even going to see it, right? And what it's going to do, it would take down the grid. And somebody could say, wow, did we just get hacked? Or was it the sun that just exploded or whatnot? As a matter of fact, it would register like an explosion from the sun. That EMP would be registered. Eventually, they'd probably come to the understanding that it was something that was deliberate and not necessarily so. Using nuclear weapons are of most concern because they may permanently damage or disable large sections of the national electric grid and other critical infrastructure control systems. Don't forget, we have internet lines in the oceans also that were attacked recently. Similarly, extreme GMD events associated with solar coronal mass ejections, or like they said on Alex Jones, I laughed when he said that coronal mass injections. He's so used to talking about the vaccines. Anyways, associated with solar coronal mass ejections, when plasma from the sun, when its embedded magnetic field arrives at Earth, may cause widespread and long-lasting damage to electrical power grid systems, satellites, electronic navigation systems, the GPS, like I told you. So in other words, they're not mentioning it here, but um, like I talked about it in the first stream, the military that are using satellites and they're doing E1s or whatever, they're using strikes on the ground, pointing lasers up in the air. Satellites are picking up on their locations. Communications will be down. Sure, some will have communication, satellite phones or whatnot, but it's going to be pretty grim. So if on top of that, there's a terror attack at the same time that happens, you can imagine there would be a lot of death. Just the fact of an EMP attack or the sun bringing the grid down right off the bat there, the numbers would be staggering of the problems that would occur. Because don't forget, 3 hours ago, somebody had a digestive problem. Maybe that person's going to pass away tomorrow morning and nobody knows yet. That person doesn't know yet. Maybe doesn't feel sick enough. And then when something happens during a blackout, hospitals are closed or open. There's no power. There's a lot of people that can be really hurt. So undersea cables, I also mentioned that. They're talking about it here. Essentially, any electronics systems that is not protected against extreme EMP or GMD events may be subject to either direct shock or the blast itself, or to damage that is inflicted on the systems and controls upon which they are dependent. Extreme EMP and GMD incidents fit into the categorization of hard problems. Both are low probability, high consequence scenarios. This is why it's dangerous for it to happen, because it is a high consequence scenario, and there is no it's going to be real world. There's no simulation or red flag events, because a red flag event isn't, look it up, it's actually, they have red flag events where many jets from many countries are scrambled to a certain area to prevent a forest fire, for example, and it's deliberate forest fires that are caused by them doing their test. This happens a lot. You know that, right? Every 2-3 years, this occurs. Attacks by an adversary with basic nuclear weapons and missile capabilities, like Russia, may be disruptive, and the US, on a regional scale, but are unlikely to cause catastrophic damage to the US electrical grid on a continental scale. Adversaries with high developed nuclear capabilities might have widespread harm to US infrastructure with complex hemp attacks in the context of an escalating international conflict. Space weather phenomena are relatively well understood within the scientific community, but the historical rarity of extreme events like what we're seeing right now is unpredictable. And I don't think they know at all themselves exactly what's going to happen. Absolutely, Rachel. My pleasure. Yes, very scary. And we're right in that moment right now. So, AC or any computer parts for any cars, and the list goes on. China has our asses in their hands. They really do, Jules. It's true. 44 on Rumble. I really want to thank you guys and gals. That means that for real, there must be at least like 20 new people on Rumble looking at the channel. If ever you want to encourage me as a host, I don't get a lot of subscribers on any of the platforms. You can help combat the trolls also by liking the videos, leaving a comment. We have a lot of fun, though, especially with the trolls. It's okay to laugh at the trolls here and to laugh at my research, as a matter of fact. If some of you disagree with my research, well, you can leave an opinion in the comment section. Just be nice to the other community members that are here, please. And I really appreciate that. These charged particles cause magnetic fields to meander, collide, and yes, completely cancel out. That's why I say yes, the grid is down. Any tears in the magnetosphere, any tears in the magnetosphere are going to allow copious energy, yes, into the Earth's electric circuit, because Earth is an electric circuit, and it's completely charged and ionized. And wait till the radiation hits. It's going to be something else. It's going to be very scary. Jules, I want to thank you for being here. 12 months, best year I have ever had. I love you for it. Thanks, you, Kristen, Anika, all you guys and gals that connected with me. We're having a lot of fun. Again, Pat, thanks again, you guys. You scroll down here. Mr. Sabinator in the house. Keeps digging 7. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Please, guys, share and subscribe. It helps me as a creator get out to other people. I am shadow banned. They're definitely blocking me. I'm really happy to see 295 people watching right now. I appreciate that. Going directly into core will cause induction heating of magma. Quakes, volcanoes are being fed super premium fuel. Ricky Spence, thank you so much for sharing that. And you're absolutely right about it. That's what I got chills about, all those possibilities. And again, I'm no volcanologist. I'm not a volcano professional. I'm not an archaeologist, but we don't have to be to find out exactly what's going on. Everyone's talking on it, on this right now. Everyone's on the horn talking about it, because it's a very, very serious thing that's occurring right now. So okay, this is scaring me. It just jumped down to a G1. So you know what's happening, right? Like Count Derpula, like what we're talking about. Probably you're going to read my mind or thinking the same thing. It's going up and down, up and down, much like an acid trip where you take it, it goes, and it leaves, and it comes back stronger, and it leaves, and then it comes back even stronger. So that's what's happening. It's funny how gravity or waves, a gravity wave, they declared it only in 2023 that it's something that goes up and down. What doesn't everything go up and down? No matter what, talk about any subject, people's moods. What does it do? It just goes up and down. Weather, cold and hot, up in the sky, down on the ground. If we knew more other things aside from the up and down, left and right, the cross, you know, St. John's, Newfoundland, Australia, the Netherlands, Norway, you guys and gals should start seeing auroras in your areas. In the north, we should start seeing auroras. I would hope that nothing declared yet for North America because it's still bright, they're saying. So that will come out also. So already down to a G1 before they even had time to get up to G5. These guys are working their asses off at Space Weather Live, definitely working their asses off. I wanted to do a good hour stream to keep it interesting so people will find it interesting. Guys, listen, the maximum, let me share this. This is really important. This is a 24 hours, okay? 24-hour maximum yesterday, X 2.25. That was already ginormous. And don't forget, every one of those mothers of a halo, of a CME, yes, are halo CMEs. That's another thing you can look up. What's the difference between a coronal mass ejection and a halo coronal mass ejection? It's incredible. So you can see here the 24-hour max, guys, is X398. That's X4, guys. Okay. The Carrington event was what, X5? I'm not sure myself. I have to double check. I keep forgetting. So check this out. If I click on more data, here are the forecasts they're predicting. You can check the predicting a forecast. They said went down to G1. It could still be a G3 here, by the way. Hey, it's all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. 3664. Okay, so what did I want to show you? The data. 2 hours and the 3 days. You can also go through this by yourselves. It's spaceweatherlive.com. It's definitely a good one where you want to go and check things out. For sure, the news is always here in the bottom. Anything new come in? Coronal mass ejection impact, severe G4. Possibly we're past that now. Here's another G4. We're past that again. CME, imminent, 2 more Earth-directed CMEs. That was this morning. So what did I want to show you here? And see the coronagraphs also, if you guys want to check that out to get an idea. Just looking around here. We're back down to a KP7. Remember, now you know it. The index is K7. It says strong storm. So don't forget, a G storm is still a moderate storm, okay? And a minor storm, it doesn't mean it's nothing. Minor storms are large, right? But nonetheless, it's worrying me to see it jump down to G1, and it's possibly going to go back up. What do you think? I think it's going to jump over a K5, but it's going to start by touching the K5. And by tomorrow morning, it should be front headlines K7, maybe even K9. And well, actually, K9, we just had the K9, but I do think it's going to remain K9. The forecast for Saturday were K9. K8 here. You see the maximum. Saturday, Sunday, it should be K6. And on Monday, K4. This is what they're predicting, the forecast. K4 is still concerning. Don't know if you know it. And that's all happening right now. Crazy, crazy times that we're living in. Really is. Yeah, on the same date. Guess what? They blocked that video today because I named the video. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's right. You can't talk about what you want to, eh? Right on, Susan. No, listen, was a good stream. We're going to finish it here. It didn't screw up. We had a lot of people listening. If you're just joining the stream or screen, back up and check out the video. Eventually, those of you that I could imagine one of you would want to meet me or find out a bit more about me. I know a lot of you are smart people and might want to come on a screen to talk about things with me eventually. I only get trolls. Don't ask me why I don't have people come on screen with me. I get a bunch of bozos. The only ones that aren't bozos, I still know them. Pat, Elias, they're still my friends that come on screen. Alex will see you soon. Camping. Wyatt 30. Hello, thank you. Who? Thank you very much, Kelvin Morgan. Welcome, brother. I'm in Wales, United Kingdom. Just drove down from my local mountain. I snapped some insane photos of the night sky with full color aurora. I'm getting excited, guys, because I just have another buddy from the UK or Budette that just said that they're able to see the auroras in the sky. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, man. Long duration flare was estimated an X29. Thank you very much, Count Derpula. That's right. In 1859. Insane. The subsequent CME impact took less than 18 hours to arrive here. That's cooking. Yeah. And lasted for 2 days where there was psychotic phenomena. We had fun, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by and beyond angry at YouTube right now. I hear ya. Sugar B, the suppression is sickening. Some people are, my friend. Some people are here. Feel free to leave your opinions on it. I'm totally open-minded to every theory. And if you want a good debate or discussion, a lot of people, even me sometimes, will disagree with you, or not you necessarily, but anybody that talks about flat earth, I'm totally open for debate. Love it. Darla, thank you so much. Aceros, okay, I'm back. Right on. Just about to get off, you guys. Proton avalanche flying at you. That's a good one, His Highness. That's well said. It really is a proton avalanche at fast rates of speed. Just burning down the neutron dance. Hey, hey, hey. It is, Stephen A. Thanks for appreciating everything, for coming by, encouraging the channel, leaving awesome comments, sharing me out, talking about me, man. And thanks for watching space channels. All of you that are able to come here and go to other space channels and watch other space channels. Thanks so much for supporting the researchers online, showing space channels, showing space stuff. Really had yet another good stream. Should I be running out to the corner store before things close up? I might, yeah. And take anyone out. Exactly what I'm hoping. And on a good ending note, Darla, thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep it tonight at 9 o'clock because honestly, I want to go see some more news and see what else is happening. And I want to go see if there's UFOs outside because of the radiation. If there is, I'm going to jump on with a UFO video tomorrow morning. Thank you, everybody. Head on over, if you haven't already, to the YouTube channel to subscribe to me here. This is my Elmer Fudd on this YouTube channel to support me. If not, if you're just on Twitter, thanks for checking me out on Twitter. We had a good show of people here this evening. I thank you all very much. And if you're just arriving, head over at the beginning of this stream to check out the video. Bye for now, everyone.